So I was saying, learn a valuable lesson from everyone you encounter. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be a positive um, lesson. It can also be a negative one. And by negative one, I mean that if you see something that you do not like, how somebody reacts to certain situations, it really is not about judging them. It's really about how you would have done instead, or really just kind of putting yourself into what the situation really was and to see what the options really were to understand the decisions that they made really, and kind of be like, hey, I would have done this instead. Or on the other hand, for a positive encounter, you might be like, wow, that person really took it away. They really handled themselves professionally, and they really pushed the the plan forward or the project forward. So it's always something that you got to be aware of, because they're gonna happen more often than you think. And really, when in a business or in a just any kind of really working environment, there's always gonna be the one person that sticks out the most, and you really want to pay attention to those people in order to get something out of them. Anyway, we'll be moving on to come to number three, which will be to accept change is just around the corner. So many times it's said that change is good, or people will say, I don't like change. Change is scary, and the true reality is it's gonna happen anyway. So just be able to face it. It might mean not just be in a blink of an eye, but it's coming. So being able to prepare yourself emotionally, it's really important, because you don't want to be blindsided by it, or just kind of forget about it, and then for it to come back, it just throws you off your whole mumbo jumbo and your whole mood, or your whole uh, the way you were pacing yourself for your future plans, and whatever else you had planned. So now I'm gonna move into the social awareness strategies. Number one, live in the moment. So this is really, to put it into a nice little pretty setting, is to, whenever you're at a concert, the only thing you worry about is the music. You know, it's just the artist performing and just having the time of your life. Well, let's put that into whenever you're talking to somebody. They're you're making eye contact with them. They should be a one of your top priorities, because they're talking to you. They might have taken time out of their day to come talk to you. Maybe they really need something from you, and at that point, nothing else should really be going through your head, because you're not giving the attention that they need, and in order to support them, or the support they're giving you. So I think that's just really important for a lot of people, because it's so easy to to make excuses of, hey, this what's going on. I'm really sorry, I'm not paying attention. And those phrases really just kind of can really put somebody down in a way that it's just kind of oh, well, I just won't bother you anymore. All right. Number two will be watch EQ at the movies. So, like I said, I watch a lot of movies, and for this to say to watch EQ at the movies, it's really important to me, because I definitely pick it up on it now. But now that the book mentions it, in a way that it happens a lot more than I think, really open up to my eyes. Uh, since EQ is not necessarily understood, or maybe talked about as much as people, or as much as I would like it to be, it's really how successful people. Let me rephrase that. It's really what makes people successful, and that's really, even though it's Hollywood, they might like make it super easy, but having the thought of